Allow me to introduce you to this updated 911 that Porsche has just launched in India at a starting price of 1.42 crore rupees ex-showroom Delhi. Now, like any facelift, there are a few changes, a new headlight here, a new bumper there, but this one is actually packing in a very, very serious mechanical change under the skin. Let me show you what it's all about. Now, the biggest change comes from inside the engine bay. Porsche has sacrificed the old 3.4 and 3.8 litre naturally aspirated flat sixes for a brand new 3 litre twin turbocharged flat six. That's right, Porsche has resorted to downsizing with the new 911. And the result is more power and more torque with reduced emissions and better fuel consumption. This Carrera now makes 370 horsepower, while the Carrera S makes a whopping 420 horsepower. That's a really big step up. Porsche promises us that they'll give us one of these to do a proper India test very soon. However, in the meantime, I have had the privilege of driving one of these in Abu Dhabi, not just on the road, but at the Yas Marina circuit no less. Here is how that went. In a nutshell, this new 3 litre twin turbo flat six is an absolute gem. You will love the new turbocharged mid-range that just shoves you into the seat. The PDK dual clutch gearbox is in its element, slamming each gear home with a vengeance. And amazingly, this turbo motor still loves to rev. Sure, it doesn't rev quite as high as before, and some of the old engine's manic top end is gone, but you'll hardly miss it. A, because the new one still sounds pretty good. And B, because it's still ridiculously quick. There's also a new Sport Performance button that locks the car at high revs for 20 seconds, so you get a short burst of maximum performance. And then there's the optional rear wheel steering, which allows you to attack corners a lot more aggressively now. As ever though, it's the 911's incredible chassis balance that purists just swear by, and I'm happy to report that that's still an inherent part of the Carrera S package. In everyday driving, it's smooth and civilized, with a really progressive power delivery. It just doesn't feel turbocharged. It will potter around peacefully at low speeds, and it's super responsive when you want to overtake too. Now, not a lot has changed on the inside of the new facelifted 911, but then again, not a lot really had to. It's a pretty fantastic place to be. It's really well appointed, it's very driver focused, and the seating position is just about perfect. Two significant changes are this steering wheel, which has been borrowed from the 918 supercar, feels really nice to hold, and it has to also be this touchscreen, which is just one of the best and most intuitive systems I've ever used. So, as you've seen, turbocharging hasn't spoiled the classic 911 formula one bit. In fact, if anything, it's even more exhilarating for it. All this doesn't take away from the fact that this is still one of the most usable, practical and user-friendly sports cars on the market today. So, 911 fans, fret not, your baby is still as good as it's ever been.